today I'm going to show you how to knit cables. They can be used to make patterns on your scarves and hats. So far I've only used knits and purls on the things I've made, and the cables give a nice look on the things you've knit. So let's get started. So here are the materials you'll need. You'll need a cable hook, and you don't have to have a cable hook. You can also use something else to hold your stitches in the front or back. And you'll need a pair of knitting needles. I'm using circular needles. You don't have to, you can use straight. And you'll need a bundle of yarn. We're gonna do the long tail cast on because I'm doing 32 stitches and I'm using the long tail cast on method. So I'm gonna leave a long tail, basically. So I think that will be enough. So this much yarn will probably be enough. And I'm just gonna I'm gonna make a slip knot. So like that, and then you take it like that. So now you're gonna take your index finger and your thumb. You're gonna loop it inside the working yarn, so the ball the yarn that is connected to the yarn, and the tail that is just lying here. And then you're gonna hold it like that, so you're gonna create that V. With your other 3 fingers, you're gonna grab the tail and working yarn, and then you're gonna insert your needle under the thumbs loop and over the index loop and out through the thumbs loop again. So you're gonna tighten that. And then you're gonna do the same thing. So index finger and thumb, hold the yarn and tail together, insert it under the thumbs loop, over the index loop. And then I'm gonna do 32 stitches. So I have done my 32 stitches, and now I'm gonna start with the pattern. You're gonna knit 2. So that's how you knit. And then you're gonna purl 3. So you're gonna bring your yarn in the front, take your needle and insert it from above, and then you're gonna yarn over and out and take it off. And then you're gonna do 2 more of those. So purl 3. I am almost done purling 3. Yeah, so I'm not gonna start the cables yet. Instead of starting the cables immediately, what you're gonna do is basically just knit 6. So that's the width of the cables. So I'm just gonna knit 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so I have knit 6. You're gonna purl 3 again. So you're basically just gonna continue with the pattern. Purl 3. And 1 more. 3. And you're gonna knit 6 again. So 1. And one more thing is that if you get lost on where you were, did I do a purl before, you can read your stitches. So that little V there means a knit stitch. So that little V, and that purl bump there that means it's a purl stitch. And I have purl 3, and I'm gonna knit my last 6. So now, since we're doing stockinette, we're gonna do the exact opposite. So here it was knit 6. Here it's gonna be purl 6. You see those purl bumps? That means it's purl 6. So you're gonna do the exact opposite. So instead of starting with knit 2, I'm gonna start with purl 2. So I've done the rows how much I wanted. I've done 4 rows, and I'm gonna continue with the pattern. Knit 2, and purl 3. And now I'm gonna show you how to do the cables. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your cable hook or anything you have that can hold the cables. you're gonna slide 3 stitches because I'm gonna take half of the 6, since I've knitted 6, I'm gonna take half of them, half of the 6. So that means I'm gonna take 3 stitches out. I'm gonna slide it onto the cable hook and hold it in the front. And then I'm gonna knit the other 3. So knit the 3. And now I've come back to this cable area, and you're gonna kind of slide it back, and now we're gonna pretend that I got a new needle, and I'm gonna knit those from the cable hook. Now you can just slide it back on the other needle and knit them, but I would rather just knit them from the cable hook. And now I'm gonna continue with the pattern until the next 3, until the next 6 knits come. So now it's came again, and we do the same thing. So I'm gonna take my cable hook, slide 3, hold it in the front, and knit the other 3. It might be hard to move these things around, these needles around, but you'll get the hang of it. So I'm just gonna knit those. And then you'll purl the next 3. So now you're gonna knit the last 2. And there, so this is the first row of the cables. Now, I'm gonna, instead of going immediately back into the cables again, what I'm gonna do is knit 6 more. So now I'm on the wrong side, since we're doing stockinette. And I'm just gonna continue with the pattern, but I'm not gonna do the cables on these sides. You're just gonna continue purling. But you're only gonna do it on the right side, that is the knitting side. Now I have knitted a few more rows to show you all how it looks like once it's done a bit more, and I'm just gonna continue this as a long scarf. You can also use these cable patterns for a hat, a scarf, anything, but I just wanted to show you all how it looks like once I've done many rows.